Morning, second grade students. Welcome to Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, and our third day of school. And welcome to your math lesson. We're going to start today by doing a little bit of review. We have been talking about addition, and we are going to start with a problem. We're going to start adding a couple of numbers together. Okay. The first thing that you should notice is that today we're starting with 3-digit numbers. So I am going to mark what we have. We have 238 plus 159, and I have my ones, my tens, and my hundreds. Okay. Yesterday we talked about, and we have been talking about how sometimes it helps us stretch the numbers out. And that makes it easy for us to add. We also talk about adding with the regular algorithm. So today we're going to start with the regular algorithm. If I just wanted to add these numbers, and then we'll try some other strategies to check our answer. We talked about yesterday that when we're adding, we always start with our ones. Before I start doing that, I want to review our poem from yesterday. Remember our addition poem? Adds up to 9, everything's fine. So if our 1s add up to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, everything's fine. 10 or more, take the extra next door. So if I have an extra one, if it's 10, 11, or 12, I'm going to take my extra one to my 10s, or even my hundreds today. So let's find out. Okay. So I'm going to start with my 1s. In my ones, and I am going to help myself by drawing lines between them. That is going to help me see that these numbers are my ones, and the 3 and the 5 are my tens, and the hundreds are my 2 and my 1. I start with my 1. 8 plus 9. What is 8 plus 9? Okay. Everyone has different strategies to answer questions. Some of you already know the facts very fast. If you don't, I hope you're studying them at home. Some of us will take 1 from the 8 and make this into a 10 because that's easy for us to add. That will make it 17. Okay? So 8 plus 9 is 17. I'm going to make a quick stop and reference my poem. Adds up to 9, everything's fine. Is this 9? No, it's a lot bigger than 9. 10 or more, take the extra next door. So it's 10 or more. So I need to take this extra one next door to my 10s. And then I can take my 7 to my 1 column. Okay? Now I can go to my 10s. I'm going to add all of the numbers together. 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 5 is 9. Let me see. 9, if I go back to my poem, adds up to 9, everything's fine. It is a 9, so everything is just fine. I don't have to worry about sending anything next door. And then in my hundreds, 2 plus 1 is 3. So my answer is 397. Now we're going to find another strategy to solve this problem to check our answer. It's always a good idea to check your answer. And our second idea is that we're going to expand. We're going to write our numbers in expanded form. So let's start with 238. If I stretch it, if I expand 238, then I will have 200 plus how many tens? 3 of them. So that'll be 10, 20, and 30. And 8 ones. That means I'm just counting by 1 8 times. And I'm going to expand my next number, 159. I have a 1 in the hundreds place, so that means I only have 100. I have 5 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I have 9 ones. Okay, what do we say? We're going to start with our ones. So I'm going to add my ones together. I know that 9 plus 8 is 17. And then my tens, 0. 5 plus 3, it gives me an 8. Need to remember my plus sign. And then my hundreds. 200 plus 100 will give me 300. Okay, now I need to put all of this back together. Whew, how am I going to do that? Okay, if you guys were here, I would ask you to raise your hand and give me ideas, but I'm going to try this. I'm going to start by adding 80 and 17 together. Now, for me, it's easier when I write my numbers vertically, up and down. It's easy for me to add them together. And where do I start? Always with my ones. 0 plus 7 is 7, and 8 plus 1 is 9. So this is 97. Can't forget, I need to add my hundreds too. So I'm going to add that now. 300 plus 97. Okay? And I want you to see how my 0 that is in my ones column, I align with my 7. And the 0 that is in my tens, I align with my 9 because that's in my tens place. Again, I always start with my ones. 0 plus 7 is 7. 0 plus 9 is 9. And 3 plus nothing there is 3. 397 matches that 397. Awesome work. Okay. I would like to try one more problem with you today. This one is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to add in the hundredths place again. Okay, I'm going to really quick follow some of my steps and strategies to make this easy for me when I'm solving just a plain algorithm. I'm going to find my ones, my tenths, and my hundredths. And I'm also going to divide them to make sure that my numbers are in line. So far, so good. Okay, I'm going to start where? Always my ones, right? So 2 plus 4 is 6. If I go back to my poem, adds up to 9, everything's fine. So 6 is less than 9, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can just write my answer. 6. Now I'm going to move to my tenths. 9 plus 3 is 9. It's 12. Oh, wait a minute. Think about the poem. 10 or more, take the extra next door. So if it's a 12, I'm going to write it here on the side for a minute, just to help me think. So the 2 will go here, and the 1 extra will go next door. Okay? Just remember that. Now that I know where everything goes, I can erase my little help place. And now I'm going to add my hundredths. 1 plus 5 is 6. And 6 plus 6, ooh, that's a double. I should know that one. 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay? We need to think about this for a minute because we said that if 9 is more than 9, so it's 10 or more, we need to take a next door. But there's no next door. This is the end of my problem, so what do I do? And this is a question that I would get in my classroom all the time. Because this is the end of our problem, I just need to write down my answer. There is nowhere for me to take a next door. So I am just going to write the whole answer. And I need my comma, so it will read 1,226. Okay, This has been a great review. I'm glad to see you guys. I hope you enjoy your Wednesday afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow for your math lesson. Bye, guys.